Hello again, everyone. I'm back with another Fantasy Anime League video, this time for the fall 2022 season. I did this in fall of 21 and spring of 22. I don't think I did very well. Yeah, I can't find where to see how I placed, but it was no good. Oh, never mind, I found it. I can embarrass myself right here. All right. In fall of 2021, I came in 9,308th place. Oh, yeah, headlined by absolutely awful shows like Platinum End and 86. Fight me on that. I don't care. 86 was terrible. I also don't know why, but I picked up Tesla Note on my bench. Honestly, just terrible decisions. Blue Period was good, but what was I doing? And then looking at the fall, I actually performed much better. 4,000. Oh boy. Oh geez, go away. 4,068. Um, I don't know if this is this my increase in rank from the prior week. What is this? Either way, I ended up with Komi, Summertime Render, Awashi. I guess Tomodachi game did alright. I didn't watch it. Oh yeah, it did pretty good. I didn't have your boy Kong Ming. That was really the league winner last year, but that's all right. We're gonna try to pick out a league winner this year. I know that the fall slate is absolutely stacked, so I'm kind of interested in how we can get different for this season. If things aren't restricted, I know they restricted. Yeah, they've eliminated, blacklisted the kind of five that I thought would be wildly popular: Chainsaw Man, Mob Psycho season 3, Spy Family season 2, Hero Academia season 6, and the new season of Bleach. That's just a good call because you pick 5 starters and 3 bench uh anime. And I mean, this would just be 5 starters if you could pick them. I feel like everybody would just pick those 5. So that's cool. Um these are restricted, maximum of 1. I don't remember them doing restricted anime in previous seasons, but I like that idea. Um, it's To Your Eternity season 2, Blue Lock, and Uzaki-chan. I don't know. Is this season 2, season 3? I don't watch this nonsense. I only watch high quality anime. And Blue Lock is one of those that I was excited for, and I think a lot of people were excited for, but then I read the description and it sounds like it could be awful. Like, it sounds like Dead Man Wonderland, but soccer. And Dead Man Wonderland was, prior to me making this channel, my least favorite anime. So I don't know about that one. And I just refuse to pick Uzaki-chan. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna add To Your Eternity season 2 to my active. Might as well take advantage of taking one of the 3 restricteds. They're restricted for a reason. And I felt like To Your Eternity season 1 was really good. I think it fell off at times. The end was a little iffy, but at least the first maybe 2/3 of the show were phenomenal. And sequels are always a decent choice because they'll get high reviews even if they're less popular. Some other options: Urusei Yatsura is the first one that jumps off the screen because it's a remake of a classic, and I feel like you're going to get a lot of old heads that are into this, and you're going to get a lot of newer people that haven't seen the original that are interested in this. I have not watched the original show myself, but I'm very familiar with it, and I'm going to be watching this. And so I feel like I kind of need to pick this one, but I'll scroll through it. I'll add it to active for now, and I'll scroll through the rest of these. They're currently sorted by how many members they have on now. I don't know what this first one is actually. Shadow Garden. Never, never heard of this one. It's a light novel, action, comedy, fantasy by Katakawa. It looks it looks like a really generic show that I probably would think is average, but the community would probably watch. Okay, so looks kind of British. I feel like that alone will increase the popularity. Animation looked pretty strong. How's the source material look? Do people care about it? Still publishing. That's, I mean, not the most popular thing in the world, but that's not terrible. That's a pretty good rank, a pretty good score. Hmm. Yeah, it is an isekai reincarnation. It is the typical isekai of the show of the season, but it doesn't look bad. And people eat up isekais, so I feel like that's a strong choice. This one, this is wild to me. This is wild to me because if you remember or have watched the Talkin' Trash videos I had done with Beginning, during that series of videos, I tried to incorporate a little bit of name that show and just trying to describe like a seasonal show and see if Beginning could figure out which one I was talking about. And this is one I've never watched because it didn't sound or look interesting in any capacity, like whatsoever. But it was like one of the highest ranked shows like last season. These are good numbers for season 2 of a show that I've never heard anyone talk about. Just for a sanity check of what we talked about on the Talking Trash episode, if I sort the spring 2021 season by rating, and this season had Tokyo Revengers, My Hero, the first season of 2 Year Eternity, first season of 86, Nagatoro, Vivi, Fruits Basket Final, like Odd Taxi. Like the season was quietly stacked. Like I don't think people realized it preseason, but once it started, it was like, oh, these shows are actually pretty fire. If you sort it by score, it's 6, 7, 8. It's the 8th highest ranked show, behind a few of the big ones I mentioned, as well as Moriarty Part 2 and Megalobox Part 2. But I mean, it's ranked higher than Tokyo Revengers, the sequel to Zombieland Saga, Shadow's House, this slime isekai. I don't know if this is a season or like a side story thing, but way higher than My Hero and Nagatoro. Eden Zero's behind it. Like I that one, season 3 especially now, you're only going to have people that still like it after 2 full seasons watching it. This might be a great fantasy pick. Even if I have absolutely zero plans of watching it, I've never heard anyone ever talk about this show, but it does numbers. Can Cole, this one I've never heard of. Oh no. Season 1 from 2015, man. This season's just reviving so much, but this looks like absolute garbage. I don't care if it's a season 2 revival. I'm out. Completely out on that one. I'm gonna go kind of quick through the rest of these. Ooh. Oh, that might have to be a choice. That's a big one. There's a Gundam series. There's another Yowamushi Pedal season. Another Love season. Yeah, I mean, none of these down here are going to do anything. Duel Masters. I can't believe Duel Masters still exists. Golden Kamui, I think people love it. It's kind of like, it's one that I don't feel like is that popular, but I hear so many people talking about it. Um, it's just, it feels like a very loud, passionate group of fans, even though it's not, I mean, there's a perfect example right there. 1431 in popularity, but 137 in ranking. So, I mean, season 4 is probably going to do ridiculous numbers. I think that's a must add for me as well. Just because I think people are going to really love it. Like if you're on season 4 of a show that was just love, like if people love season 3 of it, ranked in the 100s on Mal, you're gonna come back for season 4 and you're probably gonna give that a very strong rating as well. So that feels like a no-brainer to me. To me, that's like the number one. I have to choose that above everything else. Oh my god, there's another season of Peter Grill. Are we serious? Stop. Anime. Anime community. Anime producers. Anime writers. Everyone, please. Stop. I think Kokyo no Karasu I've seen. I think I've seen stuff for that and it looked kind of cool. And then Pop Team Epic's the last one I'm going to click because I think like season 1 was kind of like a cult favorite, and I feel like season 2 is probably going to be exactly the same. But let's start with Reincarnated has a sword. I became the sword by transmigrating Tekken. Anime. Stop! I don't even want to read the description. I know what it's about. Just let me see if it looks like garbage. This looks like garbage. This one, I don't know how to pronounce that, and I definitely don't know how to pronounce that, but... Wow. They introduced 3 female characters, and each of them had one speaking line and then one fan service shot. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. I swear to God, every anime is the same. It's ridiculous. All these light novel nonsense. It won't let me watch the video, so I'll come back to this, but I think I'm out. More than a married couple, but not lovers. And that's a pretty unique picture there. So let's see what we got. It's Katakawa. I mean, I think it looks terrible, but this is the kind of show that might get like the Giguk boost. If Giguk does like a streamer video talking about the like whatever foot scene I just got past or something, like people probably watch it, but I'm out. No, thank you. Do it yourself seems kind of interesting. Another like very different art style. I at least like that the last 3 or 4 things I've clicked have had very different looks to them. High school girls working on DIY projects as they struggle, fail, and yet don't give up and see their projects through to the end. That's kind of cool slice of life idea. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think I'm throwing this one on the bench and seeing if it blows up. I like that. This is way better than I thought it was going to be. After seeing like 4 duds in a row, I'm definitely going to add this Demon King Academy thing to my active. And I am going to take Do It Yourself to the bench. I think that's a good one that I could sit on as like a low popularity, probably not gonna crush it in ratings, but I could see a possible outcome where that show ends up being really good. Skipping over Peter Grill, the next show is I Somehow Became Stronger by Raising Farming Related Skills. His name is Al Wayne. I'm going to just not watch the trailer for that one. I'm just gonna veto that one immediately. Now this just says Beast Tamer, but it's very clear that that is not the name. It's the Beast Tamer who got kicked out from his party meets a cat girl from the superior race. Wasn't able to keep up in battle. You only know how to play with animals. You're fired. I'm also just vetoing that one. This is one, yes, this is the one I had seen before. It's already on my plan to watch list, so I guess liked what I saw before. I just I love art like this. I think this just looks awesome. So that's why I've added it. I don't know if it'll be good or not. It just looks super cool. Like at least it sounds like it has a plot. It's not I was a chicken farmer and then I got reincarnated as a pickaxe. Yeah, no, this looks compared to the last like 5 things I've clicked over, this looks like it's absolute fire. Ooh, the manga is not ranked very high at all. Only 13 people though. How did this get an adaptation? It's 7 volumes, 27 chapters. Only 13 people have read it. That's wild. No, that's the deepest sleeper I think you could find. So that's going right on the bench. Absolutely. And then Pop Team Epic, I was saving as one that I think I was going to choose, but I wasn't sure. But everything I went through that I thought had a chance, every single one of those shows looked terrible. So I think I have to add Pop Team Epic. I have one more active and one more bench spot. So I'm going to take... I am going to take Pop Team Epic on the bench, and then I'll just scroll back up to this first one that we saw here. The Eminence in the Shadow looked pretty good. I said that when I first saw the trailer. The animation and art looks pretty good, even if it seems kind of generic. But I think it's already the most popular of all of the eligible anime by a lot right now. And it doesn't seem bad, so I will add that to active. See how we do this season. I feel a lot better about this lineup than I have some of the past ones. I haven't taken a shot on something like Tesla Note, so that's already a great start. But let's see if I can not be terrible this season. Same as I have with the last 2 times I've done this. I will post this on Twitter, and I encourage all of you to send me your lineups as well. I want to see what you guys chose, where we're different, or if we ended up with the same thing. Hopefully we got different, though. That makes things more fun. And that's it. Let me know what you think of my team, and send me your teams so I can let you know how much better I did than you. This is a lot of fun. I like doing the Fantasy Anime League. I'm gonna have some more videos coming soon. I promise. Thank you guys.